So, I'm Virginia Sheridan. It's my husband, Bill Lee. William Lee.
Came up here in 1998.
98?
Was
Yes.
it? 98 is when we first come to Tehachapi. And we used Kelcy for a long period of time.
We used to eat here almost every day, and my husband used to do a lot of the maintenance work for Kelcy on the restaurant. And then for his daughter, Kathy, after Kelcy passed away, then she took over the restaurant. And then a couple years ago when she retired, she asked Bill, did he want to buy the restaurant? And did he want to take it over? And so he said yes.
Yes, wanted to keep the historical side of Tehachapi.
You know, there's so much history in this restaurant, and the town has so much affection for this restaurant. It means so much to everybody in the town that it was really important to keep it going, is what we thought. And so it's taken a couple of years. We had to do a lot of upgrades to bring the kitchen up to, you know, current environmental health standards as opposed to 60 years ago. But now we've done it, and we're
Opening up Mount Festivals will be our grand opening.
7 to 3, yeah, and we're going to keep a lot of the old menu items, you know, the favorites, the homemade pies, the homemade biscuits and gravy, the roasted chicken, and we're going to bring in a lot of new menu items too as we get going. You know, fresh spring mix salads with grilled salmon, breast, or grilled chicken, you know, vegetarian and vegan options, you know, so the best of the old with some of the new.
Then we plan on opening up probably for dinner here as soon as we get all established and get together.
Yeah, kind of one step at a time. So we're just kind of starting small, then building a little bigger, and then growing. You know, we're going to get our beer and wine license here in a few months, and just kind of keep going. And we've been really fortunate that a lot of the old staff has come back, and they taught us how to run the restaurant. They taught us how all the equipment worked. You know, Martha today is actually back there in the kitchen once again. She's been here a number of times helping the cooks learn, you know, how things are made. Across from the railroad depot, it's 110 West Tehachapi. We are literally day to day getting things together, so we don't have a dedicated phone line for Kelcy's yet, but my store, which is Sheridan's Home Furnishings, is right next door, and that number is 822-4252, area code 661. If somebody needed to get a hold of us, they can call there or leave a message. We do have an email address. It's Kelcy's 2018, so KELCYS 2018 @gmail.com. People can also reach us that way.
Nick, last name is Smirnoff, very famous. It's never gotten me a free drink in a bar yet, but it's a famous name. I moved up to Tehachapi back in the 70s and followed Kelcy's for many years. When the opportunity came and we moved up here full-time about 14 years ago, I took all of the photos that were here in Kelcy's hanging on the walls, the historical photos, and I took digital photos as they hung on the wall. The reproduction was nice, but not nearly as good as if you could get inside of each one, pull the photo out, clean the glass, and scan it at a high resolution. That opportunity came along when Bill and Virginia purchased Kelcy's, and they took down the photos. So between Bill and myself and Virginia, we have taken each photo out of its glass case. I cleaned it as best I could onto a separate piece of paper. I then scanned that paper and I scanned the photograph and I have it into a book form. They are numbered so that if anyone comes in and says, hey, that's my Uncle Harry in that photo, or I remember the earthquake because, a waitress can slip them a piece of paper, they write their thoughts on it and number of the photograph itself, and it gets placed back in the book. So it's a living history of what's going on here. These photos are duplicated at the museum here in town because that's where the original ones that I did were taken. These scans, however, the high resolutions are just available here at Kelcy's, and it was a labor of love. I'm pausing because there was another point I wanted to make. Here in Tehachapi, it's a wealth of history that is passing as folks get older. So if you do see this video and you come by Kelcy's, stop by, look at the photos,